Yaya Toure just hit another milestone. In the Champions League, the first African coach to carry his team to Champions League group stage phase, the league phase of Champions League. Congratulations to Yaya Toure. Congratulations, big congratulations. It's not easy. You just hit or make us proud and push our name to the map. Yes, the world can now know that African can do something. It's not even with a big team, but he has done something that we must respect. And I respect you, sir. I respect you, sir, for this one. I so much respect you. Congratulations, Yaya Toure. Great height for you, and I pray God help you to even enter the knockout stage of the Champions League. Congratulations once more to Yaya Toure. Liverpool and PSG are done with this deal. Barcola to Liverpool is here we go. Done deal. Here we go. Barcola to Liverpool is here we go. It's no longer a news. 140 million pounds in total. But guaranteed is 100. They will pay the other one as add-on. Guaranteed is 140 million pounds in total. So this is it. Barcola to Liverpool. Here we go. Don't forget, it's Kind TV. Don't forget to love, to like, share, and support this channel by subscribing. Nicholas Jackson to Aston Villa. Here we go. Deal done. 65 million pounds. Everything settled. It's a done deal. Done deal. Unai Emery have gotten his man. He has been in love with Jackson since their days in Villarreal, and he looked forward to getting him back, and he has gotten him. Congratulations. Deal done. Nicholas Jackson to Aston Villa is a complete deal. Here we go. 65 million pounds. Tammy Abraham from the same Aston Villa to Ipswich, this thing, loan deal, everything done. Here we go, deal done, complete, everything is complete. And Grealish is seriously pushing, to go back to Everton. I think this deal will soon happen. It will soon be a here we go. Man City are not showing interest after selling Savio to Tottenham. They are not showing interest in Iliman Ndiaye from Everton. And I'm telling you, this deal will not come cheap. In as much as they've also signed Alan from Palmeiras, they still want to sign Iliman Ndiaye from Everton. This deal will not come cheap because Everton value Iliman Ndiaye for around 80 million pounds. So let's see how this one unfolds in the nearest days, because transfer market, hopefully by Tuesday or so, transfer market will be closing. So I know anything they are doing, they are pushing everything very fast to see how this will come to fruition. But I believe Man City knows what they are doing. But if this one happens, it's another milestone for Man City, because trust me, Iliman Ndiaye is one player of a hell that will stress you. Yes, and then this is what I'm saying. Since Grealish is planning to go the other way, I think they will, exchange them, Grealish to Iliman Ndiaye. But let's see how this one unfold and see what will happen. Maybe to be, player plus cash. Let's see how it goes. Crystal Palace have hijacked the deal of Joel Ordonez from Aston Villa. Deal that I said is almost a here we go. From behind, Crystal Palace went and hijacked that deal. They've signed Joel Ordonez from Club Brugge. They've done the signing. Deal done. Here we go. Omar Mamoush is now a new Tottenham player. Deal is done on loan with option to buy next season, 50 million pounds. Deal has been sealed, signed, everything is done. Omar Mamoush is now a Tottenham new player. Yes, as I'm talking to you, Omar Mamoush has wanted this deal. He has given green light to Tottenham even before now. So, and what they were having is club to club conversation, and everything is done. The deal he signed is now a Tottenham player as far as this season is concerned till next season, and they have the option to pay for him 50 million pounds. Deal done. Here we go for Omar Mamoush. Emiliano Martinez to Chelsea is here we go. 7.5 million pounds. Everything signed and sealed. The 33-year-old keeper, the 32-year-old keeper have signed for Chelsea. Sanchez will have a battle. Yes, he will have a good fight for his money, because definitely Martinez is going to give him a good fight in that keeper's position. Yes, so Chelsea are bringing in Martinez for for a very competitive competition between the keepers. So let's see how this one unfolds. This one is not they have brought him in 7.5 million pounds. Everything is sealed. Everything is signed. Deal completed. Congratulations to Chelsea, because this is a very big milestone. Yes, they've been lacking in the area of keeper, and they've gotten one of the best keeper in the world in the person of Martinez, Emiliano Martinez. Congratulations once more again to Chelsea. Rafael Leao to Galatasaray. Here we go. 45 million pounds. Everything signed and sealed. Is a done deal. Complete signing. Everything signed and sealed. Yes, Tottenham Aston Villa were trying to enter that race. Even his agent George Mendes tried to convince Aston Villa to enter the race, but the thing didn't work. But it's now a here we go. In fact, Como have signed what is it called, Moise Kean from Fiorentina for 40 million euros. And Fiorentina are now using that opportunity to go for Zizi of Manchester United. Yes, but this time on loan. They want to pay. In fact, the deal is almost done. They want to pay 5 million loan fee to sign Joshua Zizi from Manchester United. But let's see how this one unfolds and see whether this will work out. If Manchester will really allow Zizi to go, Joshua Zizi to go, we will know. But the main here we go is Moisken from Fiorentina to Como is a here we go. Remember, Como are strengthening their squad because they qualified for Champions League, and I believe they want to go far in the Champions League, and that is why they are doing everything possible to see that they strengthen their squad, put their squad in order and everything in place. So let's see how this one turn out to be. But I want to let you know that it's a here we go. And don't forget, Champions League draw is out. Champions League draw is out. So watch my next video, because I did the analysis in my next video. Who will win the Champions League? How the Champions League will go? Who is having the hardest teams to play? Who is finding it easy? Who will qualify in the top 8? Who will get to quarterfinal? Who will get to semi-final? And who will get to final? Everything is well articulated in my next video. So watch out for my next video. Juventus are accelerating everything it takes to sign Frank Kessie. Yes, he's a free agent. They want to sign him, make him part of them. They want to, solidify their midfield, and they see him as one of the players that will help them do that. So let's watch how this one go, because I don't know if Frank Kessie will take that, deal. But let's see how it goes. If it happens, congratulations to Juventus. Leon Goretzka to Aston Villa is a here we go. Free agent that have signed for Aston Villa. He just signed for Aston Villa. He's a free agent from Bayern Munich. He was released and now is an Aston Villa player. Everything is signed. Deal is signed. Everything done. Completely complete. Everything done. And Robinho to Hull City is here we go. 22 million pounds. Everything signed from AS Roma is Robinho. Pass Adivas to Hull City is a done deal. Everything signed. Deal done. Finally, Arsenal have reached an agreement to terminate the contract of Reiss Nelson. Yes, Arsenal have reached an agreement to terminate the contract of Reiss Nelson. This is what I've been saying about emotional whatever with the fans. Remove your mind and do what is known as business. Look at what has happened now. Reiss Nelson that you would have sold, even if you sold him for 5 million, you will know that you get something, because he's a homegrown, an academy player. There's nothing you lost in him. Even if it is 5 million, you know you gain 5 million. Other than now terminating his contract, I see no reason why you even signed contract with him last year and paid him salary, and now this is it. Congratulations to Arsenal. If this is how they want it to be, it's okay for them. Congratulations. Don't forget to like, share and comment. I love you guys.